Hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this Christmas Eve? Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful holiday. I really do. I have nothing but feelings of friendship and joy for everybody out there. So I hope you guys are enjoying the holiday spirit. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And with that said, back to our regularly scheduled program, I guess. So anyhow, oh man, what a day. Hey Don, how you this evening, friend? What's going on, man? How's old Don doing? Man, you were on a bit of a rip last night, Don. It's all good. It's all good. Anyhow, I don't know if we're going to have much of a crowd tonight at all. I imagine a lot of people have better things to do than to hang out with me on Christmas Eve. Hey, Pilot, how you doing, man? Good to see you guys here. Merry Christmas to you guys smoking. Merry Christmas to you guys as well. Hope you guys are having a great holiday. Hope you got lots of fun stuff going on for tomorrow. I hope Santa brings you lots of fun presents and all that kind of fun stuff, you know? All that kind of stuff, so... Oh, man. Christmas Eve, wow. Unbelievable. You know, I was talking to a fella earlier, well, you don't know, but I was talking to a fella earlier today, and we were talking about just how incredibly fast this whole year has gone by. I mean, here it is, Christmas Eve 2018. We've only got, what, a week left to the year? 2018 just like flew by as far as I could see. I mean, it just skyrocketed and flew right on by. So, oh man, I'll have to get back to you on that. Okay, all right. Well, I hope Santa brings you lots of good stuff, man. I hope you guys have a good holiday. In any event, pretty frustrating day actually for me. You know, usually the usual stuff. Got up early, took Miss Lily for her morning walk. I did a little video of me throwing a stick for her, playing fetch for a while. Got back here to the boat, had a nice breakfast, listened to the morning net. I think I got my big VHF, my boat-mounted VHF with the big antenna out today, and set it up so that I could test it to do it for a live stream next time. And even on it, there's still some people that I just don't hear on the VHF. They must be far enough away that we're just not picking them up. And I know there's some people here in the harbor that, you know, they're all the way over by Cocoa Plum, which is quite a ways actually from where I'm at. Cocoa Plum is at the opposite end of Marathon from where I'm at. So that's a long ways, and I would not expect my VHF radio to carry that far, but. Needless to say, we played with that a little bit today and went ashore. Hey Ian, Merry Christmas, buddy. Hope you guys are having a good time. Hello Marie, how you doing? Merry Christmas. The Bad Wolf. Okay, hey man, what's happening? So anyhow, we went back ashore and did the laundry and took showers. And brought my computer because I wanted to do a little bit of editing, and my computer was saying it needed to update. Well, man, it had some kind of update to do today because I started the update at about 10:30, maybe 10:45, something like that. I started the update, and I wasn't done updating stuff on my computer till 2:30 in the afternoon. It took that long for it to do all the updates. It was like one after another, after another, after another. It just took forever doing updates today. I did help out with the assembly of a bicycle that was donated. We had a bicycle come in. There was one kid that needed a bike, so we got one more bike donated, and there wasn't anybody around to assemble it. Me and one of the ladies that helps out or works there at the city marina, she and I went ahead and assembled the bike today for the kid. There was some parts missing, so we had to kind of finagle some stuff around. There was a bolt missing. A bolt was not in the bag, not in the box rather. So anyhow, we got it together. The bike looked great, worked perfectly, had a back brake and a front brake by the time I got done with it, and we got that delivered. Back here to the boat, relaxed a little bit, and been enjoying my Christmas Eve, actually. Been enjoying my Christmas Eve. So, so I hope you guys are also enjoying the holidays. Now, tomorrow's going to be a busy day. We have a potluck, a Christmas potluck going on. It looks like there's going to be a ton of food at it and a whole bunch of people. It's going to be big. It's going to be really big. So I'm going to go over there about 10:30, 11 o'clock tomorrow and be there for the bulk of the afternoon. I am going to film some of that stuff. Now, I'm not going to live stream it, but I'm going to film. I'm going to bring the drone, fly the drone a little bit around for it, and shoot some video footage of that. I also updated or uploaded a new boat vid today. Dune is a catamaran here in the harbor, and I shot a video about that, and I got that uploaded today. I don't know if you guys saw that, but check that one out. It just turned Christmas Day here in the UK. Well, Merry Christmas, School of Science. Merry Christmas. Hey, Frank. Merry Christmas, Frank. Just can't participate. Oh, that's all right, Frank. Merry Christmas, buddy. We'll see you later. Hey, Troll Sniper. How you doing? Happy Jesus Day. Okay. Cap Ludwig. Merry Christmas to you, too. Hey, Andy. Merry Christmas, buddy. What are you bringing to the potluck? Corn. I got assigned corn. I have to bring corn, which is fine because I have like 3 or 4 cans of canned corn. So I'm just going to heat up some canned corn. I guess that's what I'm going to do. I have a habit, a technique where I fry the corn and then add a little Parmesan cheese to it. I was going to do that, but then I discovered I don't have any Parmesan cheese. So I guess I'm just going to heat up some corn and take some corn with me. That's what my my sign up. That was like one of the last things that they needed that nobody signed up for. So I'm bringing corn. You can have a little daily beers today. Yeah, I'm out of beer, Bad Wolf. Don't have any beer today. So. Yeah, Merry Christmas to everybody. Everybody, Merry Christmas. I mean, tomorrow is the day. Tomorrow you guys will all get up and you'll all be opening up presents and sharing all that stuff, so that's really cool. I hope everybody has a very, very Merry Christmas. I don't have any beers, as I said, but I've been doing something, or rather I set it up for myself to do something rather old school tonight, and I'll show you what that is here in just a minute. But making videos, too bad you didn't catch any fish. I did catch some fish, Troll Sniper. I just didn't keep the fish that I caught. I went fishing the other day. I drifted out, what do they call it? Sisters Creek. I drifted out of Sisters Creek because the tide was moving out. I did catch a couple lane snappers, but they were legal. They were legal snappers. I could have kept them. They have to be at least 8 inches. These were like 10 inches or so. I could have kept them, but I just decided not to. It's just not what I was looking for, so I went ahead and tossed them back. But yeah, I did catch some fish. I've caught fish every day I've gone fishing. I'm just now looking for bigger fish. So, hey, Steve Newby, Merry Christmas. Hello, Ed, Merry Christmas. How you guys doing? So, anyhow, guys, I am going to have a celebratory drink. So, I'm selling my '84 Morgan shrimp boat. Anyone interested? Yeah, no, not interested in the shrimp boat, but okay. Alright, so we're going to go old school tonight, kids. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to see how many people can figure out what I'm doing. I'm going to give you a hint. It starts like this. There's your hint. What is it I'm going to do? See if anybody can guess what I'm going to do based on that hint. If you missed the hint, here it is again. Oh, man, you guys are on it. You guys are on it. Yep. Little salt on the wet spot of the hand. Ah. Oh, man. Ah, that's what you call a deconstructed margarita. Anyhow, I mean, really, that's what it is. It's tequila, salt, and lime. I mean, that's a margarita, right? So it's a deconstructed margarita. anyhow, that's my drinking for this evening. I'm gonna do a couple shots. So, but it has fed my family and paid my bills for over 20 years. No, Captain, I'm not laughing about that at all. Not at all. Not at all, man. Not at all. The shrimping is a respectable business. Absolutely. I just am not looking. I don't want to be a commercial fisherman. That's all. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you at all. I wasn't laughing about that. Mary said, okay. Shrimp boats are hard to sell, huh? Straight from the tap. I was thinking you had a woman on the boat. Nope. Nope. Have 20. It's Christmas. Yeah, I don't have 20. I only have 2 more pieces of lime and I'm done. So. But anyhow, Merry Christmas, everybody. Had fun working on that video today for Dame. D-A-M-E is the name of the boat I did the video about. It's a nice catamaran. I've actually made 3 of these so far. And they're just example videos of, you know, what I can do for people if they want like a little video about their boat or something. These were just little shorts, maybe 2 minutes in length. Just, you know, a couple photographs from the boat from all 4 sides, taken from up above. And then I flew the drone around in circles around them and shot some video. And you know, it's a skill set thing. It's a matter of getting better. I'm getting better at it, so you know, just gotta keep practicing at it and play with it. I did think it was funny that some people were saying, "Oh man, you're really good at flying a drone," and other people said, "I suck at flying a drone." Well, you know, both. I guess to some people's minds, yeah, I do a pretty good job. I look at it and I'm thinking I can do pretty good. But you know, am I getting as good as I want to be? No, I'm working on my skill set. I'm trying to develop a real smooth, steady pan to go around. Now I know there's software in my drone that will enable it to circle around an object and film that. The only problem with that software is it doesn't take into consideration things like boats that move, and I am constantly having to be vigilant, not only about the boat that I'm filming, but the other boats around it, because they do move. And if I use the programming to circle the boat, it might run into part of another boat that's moving around on the outside. The drone has avoidance. It has obstacle avoidance capabilities, but only in the direction that it is facing. Not in all 4 directions, only in the direction it's facing. And when you're programming it to circle around an object and film that, it's actually traveling sideways the whole time, not forward and back. So that accident avoidance software doesn't do you any good whatsoever when you're in a crowded marina with a bunch of moving boats. So it's not practical to use that software. You kind of have to do it manually yourself. And so developing my thumb set so I can get a nice smooth transition and not be so stop and herky-jerky and that kind of stuff. So anyhow, we're working on it. We're getting better at it, and I'm looking forward to that being a new income source for me. You know, I'm doing a 2-minute video for 50 bucks for somebody who wants to shoot some four really nice high-def pictures, and then some, you know, 1080p video shot as we're going around their boat for a nice link. Anyhow, you guys check them out, watch them, let me know what you think about them. I'll be interested to hear your responses to it. So, let's see, what did I miss here? My boat's down here. Okay. It's not New Year's yet, but do you have any New Year's resolutions? I do not. No, I got to think on that, huh? How do you land it? I back it in. Landing it on the sailboat is a problem because as you're coming forward into some place, the object avoidance software sees my boat or sees my boat parts or sees me and won't let the drone come any closer. So the only way I can get the drone close enough where I can grab it, where I can catch it, is actually have it face the other direction and back into me. And that's what I do. I back it into me and that way I can grab it. So same thing the wife said, you need lots more practice flying and editing. All right, well, there you go. And tall stick. Boy, you know, Troll Sniper, your wife's a judgmental woman. I mean, not for nothing, but she sure complains a lot. Oh well. Hello. You could seriously buy it and make a good living. I own it and will finance it to the right person. Willing to work and put. I'll even give advice on where to shrimp. Hey man, that sounds like a great deal. That really does. I'm not looking at getting into that business. In fact, the fishermen that I've been talking to down here in the Keys area are complaining that they're really being devastated lately a lot with the new fishing regulations and our government allowing foreign countries to come in and shrimp. It's really hurting the economy down here. So, yeah, I you know, good luck in selling it, Captain. But I don't know. Right now, in this part of the Florida Keys, anyway, I don't see that as being a good long-term plan for someone to get into that. I'm sorry. I don't mean to belittle what you're trying to do there, but keeping it real, that's just what I've heard. So. Yeah, Drone Drama, I did say hello to you a second ago. I thought you understood that, but it's all good. Are adjustable, make them longer and adjust the yaw. It will make the drone smoother. Huh. I did not know the joysticks were adjustable. I'll have to check that out. So, I don't want the boat, but yeah. Our shrimp license available. I have no idea, Ed. I have no idea. Start the Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. That would be fun. I do enjoy shrimp. They're one of my favorite things to eat, but so far I've not had much success trapping shrimp here. I've caught pinfish and I've caught crab, but I've not caught shrimp yet. So we'll have to see how that goes. So tomorrow is going to be a pretty social day. I was originally saying I was going to do some filming tomorrow. I think I might take tomorrow off, guys. I think I might. I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide. If there's sufficient people watching tonight, because I don't expect a big crowd tonight because it's New Year's Eve, how many of you guys want me to live stream tomorrow? Let's see a show of hands. You know, put something in the chat here if you want me to live stream tomorrow. If there's enough people, I will, but I was kind of thinking about taking the day off, so... okay. Grandma got run over by a scooter. Okay. Pilot says he's busy. Good. Okay. Cool. Martin says, yeah. Okay. Hi. Well, I'll let that chat build and see. I mean, you know, if it's only going to be a couple of 3 people, I'm probably going to take the day off because I could really use a day off. Although, you know, and I'll remind you guys, I'm in the midst of doing a fundraiser. I have a guy who's matching funds up to $500, and we're nowhere near that goal. And that goal ends, it's a 2-part goal, but the first 500 ends tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So, you know, I'm trying to do that fundraising. So if anybody is of an inclination to donate, now's the time, because any amount of money you donate to my PayPal account gets matched dollar for dollar. And we're nowhere close to hitting that $500 mark. Like, you know, we're a little under half. So go ahead and hit that up if you can, because all we've got left is today and tomorrow, and then it'll be over. So I hate like hell walking away from money on the table. So if you guys can help out and donate, please do. A little bit of that Christmas spirit go a long way right now. Hey, Kim Binkley, how you doing? Good to see you here. Merry Christmas to you and Kelly and all that. Thank you, Woodbees. Appreciate you putting up my PayPal. Very good of you. Other than that, everything here's been pretty quiet. Windy day tomorrow. Supposed to have a lot of wind. I'll be in Kansas with Mom. There you go, Marie. Good deal. Good to hear that. Glad to hear that. Spending some time with family. That's always an important thing to do. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty windy here tomorrow, so I don't know what's going on. I know I need to get ashore for the potluck. I know I'm going to take Miss Lily for her walk in the morning. Hell or high water. Doesn't matter what the wind is or whether it's raining or not. I still take her for her morning walk in the morning. I can always dry off and put on some clean clothes. Especially today since I did laundry. Got all my laundry done. Did my laundry this week. Only had 2 loads. Two washer loads, 2 dryer loads. Not bad. $12 this week to do laundry. I'm pretty pleased with that. Oh, what else is going on? That's about it, kids. That's about it. Assembled a bicycle today. That was fun. I haven't assembled a bicycle in Probably haven't assembled a bicycle since my kids were kids. And my oldest is like 30 and has a 9-year-old or 8-year-old son himself now. So, so what's it been? 20 years since I've assembled a bicycle? I mean, seriously, I don't remember assembling a bicycle for like 20 years now. So, hey, Steve Gifford, Merry Christmas, Steve. Hope you guys have a great holiday. Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, so it was kind of interesting assembling a bicycle. It was reminiscent, actually, of back in the day, you know. But it did feel good to swing a wrench, you know. Felt good to swing a wrench. I've not done much mechanicking in a while now. Not since we parked the boat here, so. But in all, it was a pretty productive day. Did dishes again, got that caught up, cleaned up the boat some, did laundry, took a shower, assembled the bike, edited video, uploaded video. You know, it's been a busy, productive day today. Updates. I did a crap load of updates on my computer today. I mean, like 6 hours worth of updates. It was ridiculous. So, Stingray bike. No, it was not. No, it wasn't. It was a BMX style. A BMX style that's got the pegs up on the front fork for you to put your feet up there for, you know, where you bounce on the front tire and you spin the frame around. That kind of, not that I would ever do that, but kids do that. That kind of a bike. So, just like riding a bicycle. It really is, isn't it? I've rode a bike. Probably need stabilizers. Yeah. I don't know. If I got on a bicycle, would I need training wheels? No, I don't think so. I pity the bicycle, though. Underneath all my weight, it would be kind of hard on a bicycle to do that. But it can certainly do that. They do it all the time. So, anyhow, kids, that's kind of it. Quiet New Year's Eve. Met and was greeted by a whole bunch of neighbors here in the marina. You know, it's really, really pleasant being part of a community here and having so many people smile at you and say hello and good morning and wave at you. And, you know, while you're sitting there working on your computer and they come up and greet you, oh, hey, Carl, how you doing? And what's going on? And on and on and on. You know, different people that I've helped out so far here in the marina that have just been, you know, really positive. It's kind of nice, you know, after having spent so many months on the ICW and the canal and the river and Port Washington and all that kind of by myself for the most part. It's really kind of nice to go ashore and have so many people genuinely happy to see you. So, I don't know, we'll see. I am kind of excited about my photography video business. I think that might pick up and start getting going here after the holidays. Might be just the income I need to keep things going. So I don't know, we'll see. Freestyle. Okay, it's a freestyle bike. That may be right. The weather was pleasant today. Going to get windy tomorrow, and it's a little cool. It's showing 74 in here right now, but it's probably about 68 degrees outside right now. Hey Hank, happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all that kind of stuff. What's the temp, Carl? Okay, Connie, I just told you. Yeah, it's about 68 outside right now. So, small town America in a way. You know, Marie, it really is. It's a nice community within a community. And of course, you know, I was sitting there talking to a cop for the longest time. The police department and the fire department are the ones distributing all the bicycles that were made. And there's one cop that's sort of the guy in charge of keeping track of what bike goes to which person, had to assign the bikes to the various kids that need bikes and stuff. And so he was kind of sorting those out and organizing the bikes by location. So the fire truck came and loaded up a bunch of bikes. They went out to one part of town, went from house to house distributing the bikes. They came back, they got the bikes for the next section of town, that kind of stuff. So it was sort of interesting talking to him about all these kids that are going to be getting these bikes and where they're coming from. What I was pleased to see is it's not just, you know, you know, not just some of the families here that are more prominent, but they really made an effort to go into some of the real low-income areas and ferret out some of the children whose parents might be a little reticent about being public around authorities. Maybe because they're not documented. But you know, the way I look at it, if mom and dad aren't documented, but they're living here, working, doing jobs that other people here don't want to do. You know, I know everybody's all up in arms in this whole immigration thing, but you know, it's not the kids' fault. It's not the children's fault that whatever's going on with their parents or their legal status. And so I was really like to see that they were really ferreting out some of these blue-collar workers' children who normally their parents, you know, like I said, don't want to be involved with any kind of government type thing because, you know, they don't want to be discovered and deported and what have you. But, you know, those were some of the kids getting some of the bikes, and that's fine. It's not those kids' fault that their parents were doing whatever they're doing, you know. The kids have no say in the matter. So it was kind of cool. I kind of like that. So good to see that. Low income is 500,000 in the case, yeah. No, we're talking serious low income. We're talking about serious low income. We're talking about that 20,000 and under families, you know, and here in the Florida Keys, that's really hard on them. It's hard on them because of the economy. Really because of the housing costs. I'm a realtor here. I mean, the reality of it is housing costs here are ridiculous. You know, in 2015, when we rented an apartment here, there was an old RV that had been set on a lot, and they had built a shed roof thing off to one side of it. That was 32 feet long, 32-foot long room. That was 11 feet wide, 32 feet long. And then off to the side of that, it had a small little hallway going to a door, and then a bathroom. The bathroom was so small that I had to take out the cabinet and the sink in the bathroom in order to get in and out of the shower. That's how small the bathroom was. They put a sink in there, and that, you know, maybe somebody who weighs under 100 pounds could have gotten in and out of the shower around it, but I couldn't get in and out of the shower around it. So I actually had to disassemble the cabinet and the sink and take it out of the bathroom so we could use the bathroom and the shower in there. We still had a sink in the kitchen, but so we had a room that was like 31, 32 feet long, 11 feet wide, plus this little alley off to the side and this little basically half bath. That was $1,000 a month. That was $1,000 a month. So for, you know, families that live here that are only making maybe $20,000 a year, undocumented people doing all the grunt work kind of stuff that needs to be done here in the area, and for them to be having to spend $1,000 a month to live in a little tiny spot like that, a one room, literally one room area, it's hard on them. It's hard on those people. So anyhow, yeah, well below $500,000 for low income. So, as you like to travel, had it cross your mind to buy an RV and travel all around the States? Yes. Yes, I've thought about doing that. I have very much thought about doing that. But right now, my situation is that I am 60 years old. I will be 61 this coming August. And I, you know, through my divorce and all that, kind of lost everything. And so I have a very, very short period of time to gather together whatever I might have for myself for retirement. So I don't think I have time to go take an RV and go drive around the country. I don't think I have time to do that. I think right now I need to focus on earning and working and making some money. So I vote for you to take day off. The wife votes for you to go live because she likes the troll. God. Yep, okay. Yeah, well, looking at the responses I got from everybody, I think I'm going to take tomorrow off. As much as it would be nice to kind of push a little bit and see if I can't get more donations to match that match, I think I'm going to go ahead and take tomorrow off. So, Carl, are you from the UK? No, I am not. I'm American. I'm not English. I was born and raised in New York, but by genetics I am English, Irish, Scottish, and German. So I'm not from the UK, but my ancestors are. So Welsh, Scottish, Welsh, English, Scottish, Irish. So basically all four parts of of Great Britain and Germany. That's kind of wraps up my background. So why not retire, Carl? 59.5 is fine for many people to retire. Don't have the chinks. Can't afford to retire. Can't afford to retire. And really, I don't want to retire. I like doing what I'm doing. I like to keep active and keep doing stuff. I am British. Do you know Queen Elizabeth? I do not know. You're a bit of everything like us all. Yeah, I'm a mutt. I'm a mutt. I'm a mixed breed mutt. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. So what? So what? We're all mutts nowadays. I think the more interbreeding we have between different people, I think the better it is for people to be tolerant of different people. I had to laugh. I kind of ran into this one guy, a white guy, and all his life I knew him to be very prejudiced, very anti-black, anti-African, gung-ho, white, almost a white supremacist. Not quite a white supremacist, but almost a white supremacist. And he did one of those ancestry things, where he had to spit in a bottle and they ran his genetics and tested it back. And it turned out he's like 30% African. Yep. Somebody back in his lineage, spent the night with a slave or something, and somewhere in there, he got some African blood in his background. And, that completely changed his whole perspective in life. It really did. It really shattered his value system for a while. For a while there, he was really kind of, disjointed about the whole thing. But he finally wrapped his head around it and embraced it. And, now he's got a whole different perspective. So, I personally think that's one of the nice benefits of this ancestry stuff, because people can find out where they're really from, Do you see yourself in the Keys next year? Connie, I do. Yeah, it's going to take me a while here to get back on my feet financially, so I'm going to be staying here in the Florida Keys. I'm going to be working on this boat. I'm going to be saving money to buy a bigger boat, so I can continue my adventure after I do put some funds together. But yeah, I probably am going to be here in the Keys for a little bit for the time being. So, okay, 59.5 with a big 401k. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a 401k, huh? I'm retiring at 59.5, especially when my boat sells. There you go. There you go. Well, yeah. So, I was actually well on my way to developing a nice business for myself a couple of times during my lifetime, and only to have it get destroyed. So that's life, guys. You get knocked down, Everybody gets knocked down at some point or another. What demonstrates character is in the way you get back on your feet and get going again. To have the cojones, to put out the work, to put out the effort, and do what you got to do. Sometimes it's not pleasant, sometimes it's embarrassing, sometimes it's demeaning, but sometimes you just got to swallow your pride and do what you have to do to get back on your feet. That's kind of what I'm doing now. So, working hard, trying to get back on my feet. And you know what? Christmas of 2018, I never would have expected to be where I am right now, but I am thrilled that I am where I am right now, because my future is looking awesome right now. My future is looking really good. And so I think that's the lesson to be learned from 2018, I guess, for myself, is that, I do have it within me to pick up myself back from my bootstraps and get back up there and start working and making progress and putting out the effort. Never been opposed to doing that. But I guess that's my lesson for 2018, is just, do what you got to do to get back on your feet and get going again. And that's what I'm doing. And frankly, I'm making really good success along those lines. So, we're all dealt different hand of cards. Yep, we certainly are. I'm not rich but have savings. I just can't see waiting until you're too old to enjoy life. Well, that's true. Not as big 401k after this week. Okay. You seem to be vacillating a lot. Really? Vacillating? I don't think I'm vacillating at all. Huh. Thrilled just waking up, seeing the ocean and the palm trees. Well, there is that. I mean, and that's you know, that's not lost on me. This morning, as I was coming out of the laundry and working my way over toward the shower, and I happen to look out, and I'm in this, you know, walking through this parking area with beautiful palm trees lining the street, the bay behind me. It was nice and warm and sunny. I wasn't cold. I wasn't buried under a foot of clothing. I didn't have to shovel snow. I didn't have to split firewood. I wasn't cold. It wasn't snowing. I didn't have to shovel anything. You know, that was not lost on me, that I was enjoying a beautiful stroll. I was nice and warm and going to take my shower there. It was kind of awesome. So anyhow, back to Hank's question. He thinks I'm vacillating. I don't think I'm vacillating a lot. What are my plans, goals for 2019? Okay, plans and goals for 2019 is very, very simple. And it's been what's been on my plan list for the last year, coming here down to coming to Marathon. I'm going to bust butt and work with my real estate business and kick it into high gear. I'm going to try to work my real estate business to earn a lot of money. In addition to that, I plan on fixing up this boat a little bit, but really my plan is to try to acquire a bigger, more comfortable boat. Make working on this boat a lot easier. I plan on continuing doing a lot of videos, live streams. I've got a lot of video plans coming up. I plan on replacing my scuba gear, and so that'll be coming up. One of the items kind of high on my hit parade is to get myself a much larger, I won't say dinghy, but, you know, a getting around boat. Something so that something I could tie alongside the sailboat, but, you know, something big enough I could take it out to the reef to go scuba diving. Something big enough that I could go and do some serious fishing offshore a little bit. You know, something in the 22, 24 foot range, twin outboard type, you know, fishing, getting around boat. I'm thinking I would like to put together something like that. A 13-foot whaler would be an idea. Yeah, that would be, you know, as a dinghy replacement. I've seen those for dinghies, but I'm thinking something a little bit larger so I can go out in bigger water. Especially something with a higher freeboard. Now, of course, the other side of that is, well, maybe I'd be better off with a flats boat, you know, so I could do more of the interior stuff. But I like to scuba dive out in the coral reefs, and so I'd really like to get a boat together that allow me to do that. 13-footer would be kind of undersized for someone my size trying to get in and out of the water. 22 to 24-footer, I could have a more serious ladder on something like that would make it easy for me to get in and out of the water, so I can do a lot of that, you know, do some underwater videos, some scuba diving and that kind of stuff. I'm really looking forward to doing that stuff. That's my next big goal here. In fact, I've sort of, I've made arrangements with a sponsor who's going to be enabling me to get my scuba gear repurchased, some of it anyway, at half market value. So that's pretty cool, but I don't have the funds to do that right now, but I do have permission from that sponsor to go forward and do that. So as soon as I have the funds, they won't give me the equipment, but they'll give it to me at half price. So take the sailboat to dive. Yeah, Ed, this boat is, I could do that. I certainly could do that, but the engine on this boat is problematic at best. I don't know if I would trust the ferryman to go out there and back. I could, and you know, and I've got tow insurance, so if it breaks down, I can certainly just have it towed back in here, but we'll see. If you budget, you can retire early, and that means drinking iced tea instead of beer. Okay, well, I agree, Michael. Yeah. How big of a second boat? How big of a second boat on one mooring? You know, I don't know. I don't know that they have any limitations for that. There are other boats here where there are two boats tied to the same mooring. two similar size, I mean like two 30-foot sailboats, you know, buddying together and tied to one mooring ball. So I have seen that here. So what's my family doing for Christmas? They're pretty much doing a number of different things, mostly visiting with everybody. I mean, there's, you know, I have an extended family. So my one son is having Christmas with themselves and having everybody over to their house. My other son's going to have everybody over their house another time. So they're just doing a lot of different things. Yes, there is reef here. Absolutely good reef here. Yep. Okay. Take the sailboat to dive. Yeah. Yeah. And I might very well do that, Ed. But you know, I still would like to have, especially for a business standpoint, I'd like to have a bit of a go fast, getting around boat that I could, you know, cover some distance quickly. You know, as an example, you know, it would take me an hour for me to take my sailboat out to the reef. Would take me an hour to get out there, and an hour to come back in, because it's just that slow. It's just that slow. If I had a go fast boat, I could be out to the reef in minutes, and I could go offshore and fish along the outer line and be set up with more of a fishing capable boat as opposed to a sailboat. So I don't know. We're going to play with a lot of different options, I'm sure, over the next year or so and see. So you shouldn't dive by yourself. Nope, probably shouldn't dive by myself, but I do it all the time. The reefs in the Keys are so-so. Well, I don't know. I think the reefs are pretty darn good here in the Florida Keys. A lot of good, interesting programs going on. There's some, for lack of a better term, reforestation going on, where they're reintroducing corals and replanting corals and regrowing corals in some areas. So yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on in regards to that. So I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, kids, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I think I pretty much covered all the stuff that I wanted to touch base on tonight. I'm gonna do another shot though. Tell you what, I'm gonna do another shot. Why don't you guys give some consideration to hitting up the PayPal and contributing? I've got a guy who's going to match everybody dollar for dollar. Any dollars that anybody donates to my PayPal tonight, he's matching dollar for dollar up to $500. So if you're so inclined and feel a little bit of the Christmas spirit in you, go ahead and hit up my PayPal, donate a little bit. It would certainly help. We need the funds for keeping things going here. And with that said, I'm going to do a shot real quick for you guys. So here you go. Salt. Like I said, a deconstructed margarita. Oh, that's just good. That's just yummy. The lime juice at the end is just like the perfect little... I mean, it's like having a whole meal. It's like having your appetizer, your main course, and your dessert. All, you know, the salt's the appetizer, tequila's the main course, and the lime's the dessert, all in one shot. Gotta kind of like that, so... hi, I shot my first buck. Well, good for you, man. Okay, let's see. I never knew anything about sailing and still don't know much, but I have watched every day for about 3 months. Great channel. Well, thanks, School of Science. I appreciate that. I was going to send a few dollars your way for Christmas, but I did not get approved. The PayPal card, not enough income, they said. Yeah, Troll Sniper, I don't know what you were applying for, but the PayPal card is a debit card, not a credit card. So I don't know what that's all about. So the lime's up smaller and you can have more shots. Yeah, right. All right, well, might be good in a blender if you have ice. I could make some ice. I just don't have any made right now. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to kick back and relax. I'm going to make some popcorn and enjoy a movie. I think that sounds like a fun thing to do. Put together some popcorn and have a movie. You guys all have a really Merry Christmas, and that's the way I'm going to end this tonight. Just wishing each and every one of you an absolutely awesome Christmas. I hope you guys and your family are together with your loved ones. I hope you have a great year. I hope that your family is together and loves you and takes good care of you, and you take good care of them. I can tell you, being here alone by myself Christmas kind of sucks. But it is what it is, and you know, I'm doing what I got to do right now to put things in place so I can do better next year. So sometimes you just got to do that in life. So you guys need to appreciate the fact that you have family around you and are with them. And for those of you that don't have family around you, whatever, you know, I don't know what to tell you guys. If you're lonely, you need someone to talk to, PM me, contact me. I'll be happy to talk to you. So with that said, kids, I'm going to go ahead and end this here. Good night, everybody. Merry Christmas. And I will be taking tomorrow off. So I will not be live streaming tomorrow. I'm going to take the day off. So Merry Christmas, everybody. And I will see you on the 26th. Good night, all. Thank you. And thanks for watching. Merry Christmas.